Good afternoon, and a warm welcome to the University of Vermont Larner College of Medicine Commencement 2020. We're so glad to celebrate this wonderful graduating class with you. Normally, there would be a stage full of faculty and distinguished guests beside me. Today, things are a little different. Thanks to technology and diligent work by many here at the college, we are able to still share this day together. There are still faculty and distinguished guests. They'll just be joining us from various locations. Many more are watching the live stream online. The one person who is here beside me is Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education, Dr. Krista Zala. I'll now ask Dean Zala to formally begin our ceremony.
Thank you, Dean Page. To begin the Larner College of Medicine commencement ceremony today, class of 2020 graduate Nana Ejapong, accompanied by her fiance Samuel Saki, is joining us from Bridgeport, Connecticut to sing the hymn America the Beautiful. Sam has a background in aeronautical engineering and is a professional musician. He teaches music and is a music director at a local church in New York City. Nana grew up in a musical family and taught herself to play piano by ear at an early age. Growing up, she took part in church and school choirs. Nana has also been a backup singer for recording artists and loves performing in trios with her mother and sister. We are so glad that Nana and Samuel will lead us in song today and invite you to sing along at home. The words can be found in the program you received with your regalia.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriots' dream that sees beyond the years. Thy bright and shining cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Nana and Samuel, for that amazingly beautiful performance. Once again, I offer a warm welcome to all the graduates and their families and friends who have joined us to celebrate the culmination of 4 years of hard work and the beginning of a new chapter as physicians. 4 months ago, we never imagined that we would not be able to celebrate this day together in person. But then came the novel coronavirus. COVID-19 now has claimed the lives of nearly 90,000 Americans and has changed the world forever. We all feel the same sense of uncertainty and worry for our own health and the health of others. All the while, we are experiencing a devastating collapse of our economy and the economy of the world. My heart goes out to each and every one of you and your families. I know this is a hard time, and I truly believe that things will get better. In fact, these new doctors that we are celebrating today should provide us all a renewed hope for our future. To the class of 2020, welcome to the formal beginning of your career. I like to look for a silver lining, and I believe we have one today. Your commencement is more inclusive and available to friends and loved ones than any before. There are infinite tickets, and everyone was invited. We've worked with representatives of your class to make this day special for you, so let's move forward with the celebration. I'm honored today that University President Suresh Garamella will be speaking with us, and I'm grateful to Dr. Joya Mukherjee, who will deliver our commencement address. In addition to those who are speaking in today's commencement, this is the time to acknowledge the many people at the college and university who played a role in this class getting to the point where they are graduating and becoming physicians. Many of these individuals would be with us today on stage, and I know are out there watching with pride. They include our provost, Dr. Patty Prelock, multiple deans of the college, chairs of our 15 clinical and basic science departments, and our faculty. We should also acknowledge the many alumni who continue to take great pride in the Larner College of Medicine, and this year provided the gift of academic regalia for the first time ever for everyone who's graduating. I'd be remiss also if I did not acknowledge our wonderful Larner College of Medicine staff, not only for helping with today's celebration, but for their commitment every day of your med school career to ensure that we provide a medical education that's second to none. When I became your dean, I was thrilled to join the longstanding commitment here to medical education and the engagement of students in learning not just the science of medicine, but the art and core values of the healer. Our College of Medicine emphasizes communication, reflection, and professionalism. We built on this tradition with our statement on professionalism, developed by a diverse and representative task force of students, trainees, faculty, and staff, and introduced just 1 year ago. Challenging times such as this underscore even more the importance of this commitment. Our statement reads, our Larner College of Medicine community upholds the highest standards of professionalism as we follow our passion for lifelong learning and improvement. We demonstrate professionalism through integrity, accountability, compassion, altruism, and social responsibility. We honor the trust our society has placed in us as stewards of the art and science of medicine, relying on cultural humility, kindness, and respect to guide our daily interactions. We expect all members of our community to embrace these principles of professionalism as we strive to conduct and support patient care, research, and education that are second to none. This commitment to professionalism is the true north for our college, and we trust it will serve the same purpose for this graduating class of 2020. To our graduates, your journey has required hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Today, you become doctors in the eyes of the world, although it may take a little longer for that change to occur in your own eyes. I remember the period between my graduation and starting residency as a funny time in my career. I had my degree and could be called doctor, but somehow felt undeserving of that title and not yet fully competent. If you feel the same way, don't worry. Over the next several years, building on the knowledge and core values you've received here at the Larner College of Medicine, you will evolve into an independent physician who's not only highly competent, but deeply caring. I can't wait to find out what you will do with your careers. And I hope you will return to Burlington often to share with us your experiences. Today, we send you out into a world that needs you more than ever. You are our legacy and the most important contribution we make to the world of medicine. Please know how proud we are of all of you. In normal times, in the Ira Allen Chapel, our deans and faculty members would be helping to place on your shoulders the hood that signifies your medical degree. With physical distancing, that's not possible, but here's another silver lining. This year, you can receive your symbol of academic progression from a family, friend, or loved one in the intimacy of your home, and this will be witnessed by those who care from around the world. And let me say something about the people who are with you now or are watching online. As we celebrate this milestone, this is an opportunity for you to thank those who have played an important role in helping you arrive at this very moment. Surrounding each of you, either in person or in spirit, are parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, friends, and extended families who have supported and encouraged you every step of the way. You'll continue to need that support. I now ask each of you in your own way to recognize them for their love and support. How about a group hug? Today, you're joining a loyal and extraordinary group of individuals who have graduated before you, the alumni of our college. These outstanding physicians and scientists carry on our tradition of excellence. As you join this elite group, you extend our campus beyond its physical borders, caring for patients and their families, sharing your time and expertise with medical students and residents, conducting research to expand our understanding of disease and wellness, and making a difference in your communities the way you've made a difference in ours. So as you begin this next phase of your journey, I wish you only the best. I encourage you to let integrity, compassion, and social responsibility serve as your true north. Let kindness, respect, and cultural humility guide your daily interactions. Wear proudly your commitment to medicine, to your patients and their families, to your colleagues, and to your communities. With these core values and the education you've received, you are ready to greet the patients that await you. Congratulations, doctors. I now have the opportunity to introduce our next speaker. It's often said that medicine is a team sport. This is true in the clinic, in the classroom, or the laboratory. It's also true in the community and across the region, and we couldn't ask for a more collaborative and engaged partner than the University of Vermont Health Network. Our shared missions and close relationship provide great benefit to the learning environment for our students. And so it's my pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, President of the University of Vermont Medical Center, Professor of Surgery, and 1990 alumnus of the College of Medicine, Dr. Stephen Leffler, as he shares a welcome from our partners at the University of Vermont Health Network. Dr. Leffler.
Thank you, Dean Page, and good afternoon, class of 2020. On behalf of the University of Vermont Health Network, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. Being here today, even virtually, is the culmination of many years of hard work. You have so very much to be proud of. With you are some others who are very proud of you, your families, friends, and loved ones. They have supported you through your journey, and they all know firsthand the sacrifices you have made to reach this point in your careers. I'm sure it gives them great joy to see how far you've come. Normally, we are all together in the Ira Allen Chapel, most years on a beautiful day, to celebrate with your friends and families your incredible accomplishments. As we sit here today in front of our screens, it is obvious the world that's outside has changed in extraordinary ways over the past several months. The global COVID-19 pandemic has tested humanity, and the repercussions will be felt deeply in the years ahead. Our healthcare professionals on the front lines and behind the scenes have stepped up because that is what we are trained to do. Each of you now are part of the we. This is our calling. This is our time. But there's no question it has taken a toll, and no one knows for sure what the future will look like. The end of your senior year has looked and felt different, and your residencies will undoubtedly be different than what you initially expected. That may be scary, but I promise that you are trained and ready for the next step of your careers. Medicine is always changing. New procedures, new tests, new protocols, and yes, new illnesses. Change is what you've been prepared for. When I've given these talks in the past, I've always said that you really have no real idea what your career will bring. Now, that has become an immediate reality. What we do know is that here today, we are sending incredibly talented, engaged, and committed physicians out into the world. Each of you brings an amazing personal and professional story to your work. Your perspective, experience, and depth of knowledge will benefit countless patients. I won't say that it will always be easy. There will be times when you will question yourself, when you will suffer with your patients, even times when you may wonder why you went into medicine. But with all the uncertainty that we are living under right now, one thing is certain: being a physician is incredibly rewarding. Back in 1990, when I was sitting where you are today, I had a lot of hopes and dreams like all of you. And even through the really tough times, I can honestly say all my dreams have been fulfilled. I've enjoyed every minute of my work, and looking back, it feels like every difficult moment, every turning point, every success, and yes, every failure led me to where I was meant to be. Being a physician means you'll always be learning and growing. You'll always be profoundly touching lives of people in ways they will remember for the rest of their lives. And you'll always be improving as a doctor, and most importantly, as a human being. I've never regretted my decision to become a physician, and I have every confidence that each of you will feel the same. So as we head out into the world, I want to say how proud I am of each of you. I know you'll be great doctors, and that you will serve your patients well. I would also like to thank you for choosing the University of Vermont Larner College of Medicine and the University of Vermont Health Network. It has been a privilege to have you here to watch you learn and grow. Good luck. Take care of yourselves. And for those of you who are leaving Vermont, please come back. Hopefully for reunions at a time when you won't have to quarantine for 14 days. We'll always be happy to see you. Thank you, class of 2020, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Leffler. It's now my honor to introduce our guest speaker. Dr. Joya Mukherjee is an associate professor at Harvard Medical School and chief medical officer of Partners in Health, an international medical charity dedicated to providing a preferential option for the poor in healthcare. Dr. Mukherjee is an internist, a pediatrician, an infectious disease physician, and a public health specialist. She supports the efforts of Partners in Health to provide high-quality, comprehensive health care to the poorest, in partnership with local communities and health officials throughout the world, including Rwanda, Peru, Mexico, Russia, Kazakhstan, and the Navajo Nation. Dr. Mukherjee's areas of focus include HIV, tuberculosis, Ebola, mental health, health system reform, and now the COVID-19 pandemic. She has a lead role in contact tracing for the state of Massachusetts through Partners in Health. She also teaches global health delivery, social medicine, infectious disease, and human rights to medical students, residents, and fellows at a wide variety of U.S. and international institutions. She has also helped create a new residency and fellowship training program for Rwandan and Haitian physicians, as well as a global health residency and fellowship for U.S. trainees at Harvard and other American universities. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mukherjee.
Thank you, Dean Page. Thank you to the Regents and the faculty of the University of Vermont, Larner College of Medicine, and congratulations to all of you graduates of the University of Vermont, Larner College of Medicine class of 2020. It is a special honor to be with you today, special not because of this virtual connection. Of course, we all wish for a face-to-face celebration, but it is special today being with you at this time during this pandemic, because it is adversity that makes a doctor a healer. The very marrow of every healer, technical difficulties. The very marrow of every healer is informed by proximity to suffering. Healers do more than diagnose, treat, cure, or palliate. A healer shares vulnerable moments with patients and their loved ones. As a healer, you become part of your patient's narrative arc of survival or the end of their journey on earth. In being present in this deeper way, healers see that the struggle for life is not a medical endeavor alone. It is a tapestry of biology, enlivened by the search for meaning, buoyed by the lightness of joy, or weighted heavily by sorrow. You have today, and you will continue to hone a great technical fund of knowledge. But what you know today is only part of the story. Today, I ask you to consider three things as you embark on your journey as a healer: context, team, and love. It is impossible to address you, the class of 2020 today, without addressing the context in which you commence your careers. And so I will focus these three important touchstones, context, team, and love, through the lens of this terrible pandemic. COVID-19 is caused by a coronavirus. It is a respiratory pathogen. It is novel to the human species. But if only it were that simple. In today's time of great urgency, we see that COVID-19, like most illnesses, is not a great equalizer. Instead, it focuses a beam of magnified light, hot and scorching, on the fault lines of our society. The factor most associated with a shortened lifespan in the United States is not just lung disease, diabetes, or age, but zip code. Zip code will define in large measure who lives, who dies, who gets a ventilator, and who does not. This code is a simple measure that encapsulates centuries of slavery, stolen native lands, forcibly outlined reservations, plantations divvied into 40 acres, never divvied into 40 acres, decades of Jim Crow, redlining, impoverished school systems, failed housing projects, and mass incarceration. Zip code maps the social forces that batter body and soul into sickness. As a healer, you must learn to understand and work to mitigate these social forces. Your patients will never exist in a social vacuum. Black Americans suffer at least 2.6 times the mortality rate of white Americans. The poor of all races are disproportionately affected too. A recent New York Times article reported that 40% of wealthy New Yorkers fled the city to escape COVID-19. Fleeing takes means. Partners in Health, the organization which I have been the chief medical officer for 20 years, has been pulled into the US COVID-19 crisis precisely for this reason. We are an organization that seeks to make a preferential option for the poor in healthcare, and social distancing is a blunt and inequitable tool for epidemic control. It has a profoundly regressive impact. For those of us with salaries, private homes, and internet, we can distance. But many poor people, and particularly communities of color, cannot. This has been well recognized by Black leaders in the United States. I will quote Mayor Ross Baraka of Newark, New Jersey, where Partners in Health is supporting the public health response to the pandemic. Mayor Baraka said the measures that we have to take will be more stringent. We have to be more disciplined than everyone else. Poor access to healthcare and healthy food, as well as the presence of underlying diseases, all add to the likelihood that we will perish from coronavirus. These factors are deeply embedded in our inequitable system. What Mayor Baraka and many leaders understand is that social context plays a critical role in life and death. As a healer, you will interrogate and work to remediate these forces. You can be the most brilliant neurosurgeon in the country, but if your patient is discharged home and home is under a bridge, that should deeply concern you. Learn a comfortable vocabulary to ask about living conditions, job and food security. Ask about who is supported in the life of your patients, about whether or not they feel safe. And realize that as a physician interested in remediating these social, historical, and political forces, you are part of a great tradition of doctors, from Rudolf Virchow to Franz Fanon. And in focusing on working to remediate social forces, you are, importantly, not alone. That brings me to my second important point about being a healer: team. You cannot heal people, not the least of which yourself, alone. What is not taught well enough on our journey is that medicine and healing is, as Dean Page said, a team sport. And the team is within the walls of the hospital and clinic, as well as outside. Get to know the caregivers of your patients, the mothers, the partners, children, the nurses' aides. Their day-to-day care is fundamental, not only to the well-being of the person you are caring for, but it will also teach you so much about that person, your patient. If the patient has no caregivers, if they live alone, well, that also offers you a whole lot of information on healing. I have learned to ask the simple question, who are your people? And I have been so privileged in hearing many answers. Well, doc, my friends who I play dominoes with, they know everything about me. Doctor, my grandnephew visits me every week, and it is the highlight of my week. Doctor, I just lost my husband of 60 years. And of course, each of these answers tells a vastly different story. Also, learn to know your team in the clinic or your hospital. Who is that team? Well, of course, learn from the nurses. Know the nurses who spend hours at the bedside, but also introduce yourself to the people who work for your hospital cleaning services. Get to know their names, their stories, and thank them for creating a safe environment for you to work in. Talk to the dietary personnel who bring your patients food and sustenance. Understand that they too take great pride in their work. When I think of medicine as a team sport, I am reminded of the parable of stone soup. And today, more than ever, in the setting of COVID-19, this resonates for me. In that parable, it is the time of a great famine, and no one has enough to eat. A man comes to town with just a pot and a stone. He says he will be making the best stone soup and that anyone can share if they just bring one small ingredient. First, people are reluctant to share, but gradually a child brings a potato, someone else a pinch of salt, someone else a tiny portion of meat. But soon the soup is cooked and everyone in the town is fed. In the stone soup of illness, recovery, of life, of death, you have just carrots. I am sorry to tell you that your entire medical education is just a carrot, but own it proudly. You have studied many years to become a carrot, but don't mistake yourself for the soup itself. In healing, you are just one part. As we see in COVID-19, without the cleaners, the respiratory therapists, the counselors, the social workers, the morticianers, those who work in food pantries, drive ambulances, there is no healing. Imagine standing by yourself with a patient in the ICU. You wouldn't get very far. Your work on your team should always reflect gratitude, humility, and love. And that brings me to my final point. Love. Don't be afraid to put love, caring, and compassion in the center of your practice. All great healers are motivated by love. Today, as we face this unprecedented challenge, you are choosing a difficult path. You will rapidly face some of the most challenging moments in the lives of your patients and their families. Get close. A friend of mine wrote that one of the most rewarding moments of his entire residency was bringing a tablet into the ICU for a dying patient to say goodbye to her loved ones. The family sang to her as she closed her eyes on the world. That kind of healing affects everyone, the patient, their family, the team. Nothing in your biochem or pathophys class taught you about that aspect of healing. Only love can. Do not walk away from moments where there is medically nothing more that you can do. That medical analysis is not the analysis of a healer. For at those final moments when a patient is faced with the end, that is when your presence and your love can heal. Love at those moments heals the patient, can heal your team who has worked so hard to avert death, and can heal you. It can change a sense of frustration or failure to a feeling of great connection. I have been fortunate to spend the last 20 years with a remarkable team at Partners in Health, an organization that is known for focusing on context, working to remediate social forces that make people sick. We are also a great and diverse team of nurses and drivers, doctors, cleaners, lab techs, and social workers. And we always put love at the center of our work. This approach, context, team, and love, enlivens us all and has informed how we fight this pandemic. My last trip before this painful lockdown was to Liberia. At the airport, I was met by a longtime friend, Dr. Maxo Luma, the executive director of Partners in Health in Liberia. Dr. Luma is Haitian, and he and I were trained, as we say, at the School of Zami La Santé, Partners in Health in Haiti. As we talked about the trials we have faced together, from the Haitian earthquake to the Ebola outbreak of 2014 to this current pandemic, as we talked about the children we are raising and the friendship we rely on to put love and joy in this broken world, I was reminded of the biblical mountain of Gilead, a hill of testimony and of truth, where it is said that there is a magical potion to treat the sick. And I was reminded of this song. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sick soul. This is my wish for you, fellow healers. University of Vermont, Larner College of Medicine, class of 2020, that by working against these pernicious social forces, creating and building and being part of a team and centering your practice on love, that you may walk on the journey of a healer and create your own balm in Gilead. Congratulations to you for your hard work, to your families for supporting you, and I look forward to meeting all of you on this path.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mukherjee, for your inspiring words and your commitment to the underserved. We're truly privileged to have had you join us here today. It's now my pleasure to once again introduce Dr. Krista Zala, Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education for the Larner College of Medicine, as she provides her remarks. Dean Zala?
Thank you, Dean Page, and thank you to our distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, our students who are joining us today. This is an important milestone in your lives, and one that it should in no way be diminished by our current situation. In fact, it should be recognized even more for your commitments to service, patient care, and your communities, given the important need for physicians now more than ever. I am delighted that we have found a way to celebrate your class, the class of 2020, receiving your Doctor of Medicine degrees. Congratulations. It's hard to believe that your commencement day is finally here. Do you still remember your first day of orientation in MedEd 200? The world was different then, yet your hopes, dreams, and career aspirations were the same. I am so proud of all that you have accomplished and honored to be part of your celebration today. Today, we are here to honor you. So let me briefly say thank you and express my gratitude. Thank you for choosing this profession. I feel privileged to be a physician, and as you know, love my clinical work and caring for children in our community. Yet, as we can appreciate now more than ever, our country is still in desperate need of physicians and the work they do. Beyond the current needs caused by the pandemic, as Dr. Mukherjee said, we need physicians who still strive to equalize healthcare utilization across race, insurance coverage, and geographic locations. Providing medical care is important work. So thank you for making this commitment. Thank you for also choosing the Larner College of Medicine for your medical education. As a graduate of this college, the Larner College of Medicine holds a special place in my heart. It is where I learned the vocabulary of medicine, the value of patient-centered care, and found mentors that continue to guide and encourage me today. Perhaps most importantly, thank you for allowing me to join you on this journey. It is you, the students, who inspire me to be better, work harder, advocate more, and believe in a better and brighter future. When you arrived at the Larner College of Medicine, you were from different backgrounds coming together with a common goal, basically to survive medical school. Yet more importantly, to learn how to be great physicians. I wish you could see the transformation that I have witnessed since your first day of medical school. Of course, you were already pretty amazing. That is why we selected you. However, look at yourselves now. I am proud of what you have accomplished, who you have become, and I am truly hopeful for the future of medicine. You are advocates for change and voices for progress. That voice will continue to be important throughout your career. So speak up for what is right. Be a model of professionalism and demonstrate kindness and respect in all that you do. We are all different because of our experiences here at the University of Vermont Larner College of Medicine. Your core values likely have not changed. However, your perspective probably has. The people you have met, the patients you have cared for, the teachers you have learned from. Your experiences have changed you, and it is this new perspective that you will bring forward with you into your career as a physician. You finally have a job, an important job to do. So go on, get out in the world and serve patients. After all, that is why you came to medical school. I am honored to have you join me as a fellow UVM Larner College of Medicine alum, and despite our parting ways today, encourage you to stay connected with us, with classmates, mentors, family, and friends. You will benefit from that continued support throughout your career. Congratulations and best wishes on this special day, and I look forward to catching up with all of you at reunion. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Eli Goldberg, a member of the class of 2020, who was selected as this year's student commencement speaker. Eli grew up in Shelburne, Vermont, and attended Oberlin College in Oberlin, Ohio, where he received his Bachelor's of Arts degree. Eli is a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society and the Gold Humanism Honor Society. And this past week, he received the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Student Award from the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Eli is also the recipient of the Durwood Smith for Excellence in Pharmacology, the Henry and Phyllis Wasserman 4+ Award for Excellence in the Basic Sciences, and this year's recipient of the first prize Charles T. Scheckman MD 26 Award for Clinical Excellence and honoring all 8 of his 4 clerkships, and the Family Medicine John P. Fogarty MD Leadership Award. I know the members of the Department of Family Medicine are delighted that Eli will be joining them this summer as he begins his residency in family medicine at the University of Vermont Medical Center. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Eli Goldberg.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an incredible honor to be coming to you live from my parents' living room as the halftime show performer of the 2020 Larner College of Medicine commencement ceremony. If you've been waiting to grab a snack or walk the dog or reset your router, you've got about 5 minutes. I won't be offended. I've been combing through a thesaurus looking for the right words to describe this surreal, thrilling, bittersweet, joyful, poignant, and totally upside down moment in our lives. I wish with all my heart that we were together in Ira Allen Chapel right now. And yet, even though this is not how we dreamed that medical school would end, I couldn't be more inspired by the accomplishments of our class. We've really been on an amazing journey together. Although our celebration today is virtual, the hard work that got us here was very real. Let me give you a lightning recap. We made it through the MCAT, AMCAS, and MMIs, passed FOCUS, A&D, NMGI, CRR, and HDRH, PCR, and DIV. We learned to interpret EKGs, ABGs, CTs, and MRIs. Our SPs taught us to gather in HPI and ROS, to listen at AP, TM, and document RRR, no MRG, CTAB. We passed the USMLE. We rotated through IM, FM, the OR, L&D, the ED, and 2 AIs. We learned to manage CHF and COPD, AAAs and IBD, MVAs and AMS. We entered our CVs into VSAS and ARAS, and finally, we made it to MD. To the family and friends who are watching right now, that probably sounded like a lot of gibberish, but you know exactly how much learning and growth those acronyms represent. This has been an intense journey for you too. You've made huge sacrifices to support us. And through it all, you've looked at us and seen future doctors, even when sometimes we had trouble seeing it ourselves. We wouldn't be wearing these gorgeous gowns and silly hats today if it weren't for you. Many incredible faculty and staff have also been with us every step of the way. Our lecturers and TBL facilitators, advisors and preceptors, residents and attendings, librarians and deans, OMSE and ComIS, who did an incredible job of making this happen today, standardized patients and SimLab staff have all worked tirelessly and generously to help us become the best doctors we can be. The path to get through medical school is tough, but at least it's predictable. Our course of training is mapped out in detail years in advance. We progress through a rigid sequence of courses and standardized clinical experiences. It's always clear what comes next and what to expect. But now we're graduating into a moment where nothing is predictable and no one knows quite what to expect. This year, the normal uncertainty of starting residency seems to be amplified 100-fold. As young doctors, we'll be facing things we've never faced before, at the same time as the entire medical system faces something that it's never faced before. First aid for the USMLE doesn't have a mnemonic for starting residency during a viral pandemic. Trust me, I checked. We all made the choice to become doctors. And now that we are, we have a deeper choice to make. What kind of doctors are we going to be? I don't mean that in the narrow sense of specialty, but in the sense of the presence and principles that we bring to our work. Can we rise to this challenge and the challenges to come to become the kind of doctors that the world needs? Every day for the past 4 years, as we've gone from memorizing the brachial plexus to assessing cardiac emergencies in the ED, I've been inspired, comforted, and energized by the folks in our class. And when I look at us today, metaphorically, because no one else has their camera on, it brings me so much hope to think about this amazing cohort of doctors heading out into the world. Because this is what kind of doctors I see in our class. I see doctors with integrity, persistence, and heart. I see doctors who are curious, critical, and creative. I see doctors who can stay grounded in an unstable situation and find their moral compass when answers are unclear. I see doctors who are strong in themselves, yet humble enough to change and grow. I see doctors who are committed to serving others and who have the passion to change lives. In fact, we already have changed lives. So one last thing before the orchestra cuts me off. Right now, think of a moment in med school when you made a difference for a patient. Remember their face, the thing you said, the way they looked at you, and the feeling in your heart. Hold on to that memory. And when intern year starts to get real, remember that you are so much more than your fatigue, your mistakes, or your stress. That person who your patient saw that day is the kind of doctor you are. So class of 2020, thank you for an amazing 4 years together, for everything that you've taught me, and for everything that you are and will be. To borrow a line from David Foster Wallace's famous commencement speech, I wish you way more than luck. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Eli, for those thoughtful and inspiring words. Next, we will hear from some mentors your class has identified as important supports to you during your time here at the Larner College of Medicine. All of these individuals are special to you for different reasons, yet are equally proud to have played a role in your success. First, we will hear from Dr. Lori LeClaire. Dr. LeClaire was for many years a faculty member in our Department of Medicine and course director for the preclinical cardiovascular, respiratory, and renal systems course, fondly known as CRR. Dr. LeClaire was recognized by your class, the class of 2020, with the Outstanding Foundations Course Award and the Dean Warshaw Integration Award, which recognizes the faculty member whose teaching best captured the spirit of the Vermont Integrated Curriculum. She is now a professor of internal medicine at the University of Utah and joins us today from Salt Lake City. Dr. LeClaire.
Greetings, class of 2020, from the U of U, medical intensive care unit today. I promised my husband I would not cry, but that I think is going out the window. It is so wonderful to virtually see all of you again. I watched the lineup, and it seems like only yesterday that you sat before me and met at 200, a sea of anxious faces, uncertain of your ability to navigate the second year of medical school and step one of the boards. But navigate you did, and clerkship after that, and clinical skills assessments and shelf exams. You then moved on to fourth year and successfully completed acting internships, away rotations, interviews, and secured your very first job as a doctor. A great deal has happened over the last 4 years, and a great deal has been asked of you along the way. But you are about to embark on a career as a physician where a great deal more will be required. You will be asked to deliver the best part of yourself, to put the needs of others in front of your own. You will be asked to be egoless and seek help and guidance when you become uncertain of the best path forwards, to innovate, to not accept the status quo, always striving for a better understanding of a disease process and a more effective treatment. You will be asked to be collaborative and recognize that caring for patients in the current healthcare system is very much a team sport, and that none of us is as smart as all of us. You will be asked to be intolerant of disparity, championing the notion that we all deserve meticulous, effective, efficient, and patient-centered care. And lastly, you will be asked to be resilient, because while learning to interpret an EKG seemed like an insurmountable challenge at one point in your journey, it will not compare to comforting a family member when a loved one dies, or losing a patient you were certain you could save. While you will soon be taking on the responsibilities of being a doctor, you will also be stepping into the role of educator and accepting the responsibility of the clinical education and mentorship of medical students. Promise me to take that job seriously and never forget from where you came. We all take an oath that obligates us to our patients. We are similarly obligated to those we teach. Training the next generation of physicians allows all of us the opportunity to help patients we will never meet. Well, today is the end of one adventure. It is the beginning of another. It has been my great pleasure to be part of your journey, and I look forward to watching your careers unfold.
Thank you, Dr. LeClaire. It's so great to see you. Next, we will hear from a faculty member you all know and love. He was one of the first to welcome you on your first day of medical school and introduced you to your very first patient. Dr. Lewis First, professor of pediatrics, recently celebrated 25 years as chair of our Department of Pediatrics. Is editor of the journal Pediatrics, was recently selected as one of 16 distinguished educators to serve as inaugural members of the National Academy of Distinguished Educators in Pediatrics, and is a mentor to many. Dr. First.
Thank you, Dean Zala. To members of the most outstanding University of Vermont Larner College of Medicine class of 2020. Despite the cavalcade of phenomenal speakers who have preceded me, I still get to be the first, so to speak, to congratulate you on this very special day. In the time I have, I'd like to tell you briefly 4 reasons why I believe the profession of medicine is so fortunate to have you join its ranks as graduates of this school. First, your class has led the way in being lifelong active learners using evidence-based medicine, quality improvement science, and patient and family-centered care as core to everything you have done as medical students and will do now as physicians. Second, you have committed to advocate for causes that will make this world a better place, as well as for diversity, inclusion, and equity in everything you do. You have optimized the practice of compassion, humanism, and professionalism, and you have maintained your ability to make a difference since you got here by caring deeply for your patients and for each other. Now, you might think my noting these 4 reasons why the profession of medicine is so fortunate to welcome you today sounds kind of generic to all of you in this remarkable class of 2020, but I would argue differently. These 4 points are remarkably unique to your class, and if you don't believe me, take the first 4 words of those 4 reasons. Lead the way as lifelong learners, commit to advocating, optimize compassion, humanism, and professionalism, and maintain caring in everything you do. Lead, commit, optimize, and maintain. Take the first letters of each of those 4 verbs and you get LCOM, the Larner College of Medicine. Coincidence? I don't think so. 4 letters representing 4 attributes that I hope you carry with you so that the patients you care for will not just survive, but will thrive. But if my words, or in particular my 4 points, will not convince you how proud all of us are on this very special day of your class, then maybe a song will. So for those who've not heard me sing, it's not like the other singers you've heard today. Please don't adjust the volume on your Zoom feed. And for those who have, please don't adjust the volume on your Zoom feed. But the song I've chosen is to the tune On the Street Where You Live from the Broadway musical, My Fair Lady. And it goes as follows. As you graduate on this special day, I would hope you'll see the future in an optimistic way. You've learned what you need to truly take the lead as you receive your LCOM MD degree. Patients have a choice as to whom they'll use. Thanks to your time here at LCOM, I hope it's you they choose. For colds, you know what's hot and you know what's not, as you receive your LCOM MD degree. And yes, a pandemic might scare us, but lifelong learning will help make things fine. Your patients will all respect you, so you won't end up singing songs that barely rhyme. So practice professionalism, and you will do well. And you'll find that with your patients, you will go to helping them with their woes. And now this song I close, so you can receive your LCOM MD degree. Congratulations and best wishes, incredible class of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. First. It's great to see you as well. Our final guest is here with us in person today, as he was there with you in person pretty much every day throughout your time here on this campus as a friend and a supporter. For more than 40 years, he has come to know nearly everyone who has walked through the halls of the College of Medicine, but especially the students. We are delighted to have him join us today to share his words of congratulations with your class. Please join me in welcoming Mike Cross.
Surprise. Congratulations to the class of 2020. My talk today will be, I think, just under 2 hours. So if you have to leave for, lunch or something, feel free. I won't be insulted. I wish you were all here, right here in person, because I'm the type of person that likes to shake hands and give out hugs. But because of the pandemic, we're not in that place. I am sorry you couldn't experience a normal match day and senior week. When Dean Page called me last weekend and invited me here to be a surprise guest, I just had to say yes. I am so happy to be here. I have never spoken at a commencement though, so bear with me. You are a great class. The best way to describe you would be with the 3 C's. The 3 C's are caring, considerate, and compassionate. With those 3 C's and a little knowledge, you will be great doctors. I knew early on that you were going to be a good class when you were only here a few months and a large group of you sang happy anniversary on my 40th anniversary here and gave out cookies and brownies to me. Another experience was when one of you asked me if it was all right if he could dress up as me at a Halloween party. To me, that was really flattering. I know that it's a ways away, but I hope a lot of you will make it to your 5th reunion so we can see each other close up and not 6 feet away. I will be 70 then, so by that time I might need a little extra care. I might have dementia or something, but I would love to see you. Before I close, I would like to thank you for letting me be part of your family. Congratulations again, and the best of luck in your doctoring careers. I love you all. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's great to see you as well. Thank you, Dr. LeClaire, Dr. First, and Mike. We know there are many more faculty and staff who share the same sense of pride and wish your class, the class of 2020, the best as you begin the next stage in your careers. We will now open your mics for you to share your appreciation for all your mentors, as well as our speakers, Dr. Leffler, Dr. Mukherjee, Eli Goldberg, Dr. LeClaire, Dr. First, and of course, Mike. Please join me in a final round of applause for all of them.
Yes. Wow.
We love you!
Mike!
We love you!
Mike!
Please join me in a final
Isn't it great to have Mike Cross back in the Gibbon Building? I want to thank all of our speakers as well. Now the time has arrived. Are you ready? In a few moments, we'll begin the hooding portion of our program. To explain the logistics and get things started, I'll turn things over to Dean Zala.
Great, thank you. First, just a few reminders about the process. Please pay attention to the list of names that you were sent. And remember to raise your hand on the Zoom control when you hear the name of the person 3 names before yours read out loud. When you hear your name called, wait until your camera is active, and then please have the person who is helping you place the hood on you or hood yourself. You will then have about 15 seconds to say a few words. After that, please pause for a second. We will take a screenshot of you during that pause and use it as part of the class photo that we will assemble afterwards and that we will send to you later this summer. Dean Page and I will be alternating reading names in groups of 20. After each group, we will open up the microphones for all of you for a few seconds of cheering for your classmates. And now, let's begin the hooding ceremony. Dr. Nana Ajwa Ejapong.
I just want to first and foremost thank God for how far he's brought me. I want to thank my wonderful sweetheart who just hooded me. Thank my family and my friends, especially my parents, my sister, and my brothers.
Dr. Ashley Aiken.
I would like to thank my family and friends, especially everyone who's been such a significant part of my life in the past 2 years, who have helped me with everything.
Dr. Thomas Luke Arnell.
I just want to thank my family, my parents, my sister, all my great friends, my amazing girlfriend for all the love and support they've given me the last couple of years.
Dr. Alexa Ray Arvidsson.
My regalia never made it in the mail, so I've created my own hood of sorts. I want to thank all my family, friends, classmates, and everyone at Elcom that supported me on this incredible journey.
Dr. Harshal Atale.
Okay, now let's unmute. See how it looks.
Everyone, thank you, friends and family and mentors that have supported me thus far.
Dr. Ramin Badian. Dr. Ava Bakhtiari.
I thank you, UVM, for an amazing 4 years. I want to thank all my friends who are now family, but most of all, I want to thank my family here and also watching for helping me so much and for making me into the person I am today. And my headers are my parents. Thank you.
Dr. Nicole Alexis Betcher.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank my family and Sam and my friends and everybody at Larner College of Medicine, especially the Department of Surgery. Y a mi familia en Argentina. Gracias a todos por estar conmigo virtualmente. Los amo.
Dr. Nathan Richard Benner.
Two years ago, I got to give my sister Joy her white coat at the white coat ceremony, so it seems only fair that she gets to give me this hood today. I want to say thank you to all my family, friends, and mentors. Skateboarding community, I have not forgotten about you. It's been a pleasure being a part of this class, and I hope we get to meet again soon. Thanks.
Dr. Jennifer Basia.
And I have with me right now Connor, Rowan, Braun, Moira, and my husband Dave. And thousands of miles away, but close to my heart always, are my mom and dad, who I know are watching. I love you guys. Mwah!
Dr. Nicholas Joseph Bumpastori.
I'd like to thank God, Jesus, my family, and friends, and the staff at UVM for helping me get through medical school. Shout out to my brother, Matthew Bumpastori, for graduating undergrad today at UVM as well. I know that my mother, my uncle, and my grandfathers are looking down from heaven.
Dr. Jessica Elani Borchardt.
Eu queria agradecer a minha família, que não pode estar aqui comigo hoje, principalmente meu pai e minha mãe pelos sacrifícios. And I also like to thank my friends. Amanda was the one who hooded me today, and I'm very thankful for the staff at UVM as well. So, I just immediately heard you.
Dr. Zara Simmons Bowden.
Thank you, Mom. And thank you to the rest of my family watching far away, and my friends and classmates and mentors and the Larner College of Medicine. We did it.
Dr. Victoria Lauren Close.
Hi, I wanted to thank my family, especially my mom, who showed me that I could live a valued life through practicing medicine. I want to thank my friends and my roommates, as well as my mentors. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I could not have accomplished this without my wonderful team behind me.
We're going to go back to Dr. Ramin Badian.
Hi guys, sorry I missed my turn. I'd like to thank my family, my niece, my sister, my mom, and everyone who has helped me through this process. Love you guys.
Dr. Charles Wesley Cubberly.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, my grandmother, my partner, Marley, friends, family, and mentors. Thank you all so much.
Dr. Stephen David Daniels.
Hey guys, I've had a lot of friends and family that have helped me in various ways over the past 4 years. So a big thanks to all of them, and congrats to the rest of my classmates.
Dr. Karamatula Daniel.
I want to start by saying thank you to Allah, my mother and my father, without whom none of this would have been possible. I was just hooded by my amazing son, who's hurt now, apparently, and the most supportive spouse in the world, Dr. Hiba Rahman. Also, thank you to my family overall and to UVM for taking a chance on me.
Dr. Daniel De Los Santos.
First off, I want to thank my parents, back in Texas, Ohio, Southwell.
Dr. Pooja Tushar Desai.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to my parents. MD definitely stands for mom and dad, so I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you, Neville. He was supposed to graduate from BU today, so congratulations. And thank you, Dan, Dan's family, and all my friends for all your love and support.
Dr. Alexander DeShilio.
All right. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, all of my amazing classmates, and all the amazing faculty and staff at UVM for all their support over the past 4 years. Thank you.
Dean Page will read the next 20 names, but first we would like to pause so we can activate your mics to congratulate our first 20 new doctors.
Okay, we'll continue with the hooding. Dr. Kaina S. Donahue.
Thank you. I would like to thank my family and friends and everybody who I love here in UVM for helping me through this.
We're not seeing you, Kaina.
Fair enough.
Maybe close up the camera.
We can try back in a little bit. Dr. Nathan Thomas Maui Dreyfus.
Well, there's Kaina.
Okay, we're starting again. Dr. Kaina S. Donahue.
Yay! Thanks. Sorry for the delay. I don't know what that was about, but thank you, everybody.
Dr. Nathan Thomas Maui Dreyfus.
Yeah, I think so. Is it working? Cool. So yeah, thanks classmates and family. Thank you colleagues at Essex Rescue and Campbelltown Backcountry Rescue. Thank you, Dr. Anderson, Dr. Edelman, Dr. Schlein. Thanks to my amazing partner, Marie. Thanks to my brother. You'll always be an inspiration. Thanks to my parents, the best anybody could possibly hope for. Thank you.
Dr. William Bayard Earl.
Go ahead.
Hi, thank you so much. I want to thank my parents who are both also alums who are hooding me, my partner Ellen, my grandparents, my mentor, Dr. Eldekar Hine, and the many fabulous mentors and teachers in the Department of Medicine. Thank you so much.
Dr. Zachary Arrett.
All right. I think there we go. I just want to thank my friends and family for everything. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. And congrats to the rest of my class.
Dr. Erin Elizabeth Ellison.
Hi, everyone. So my gown and hood and all are in Vermont, and we are unfortunately not there anymore. So I'm just going to skip right to the thanks. I want to thank my family, my parents, and my grandparents for watching. I couldn't have done it without all of the support over the years. All my amazing friends, and most of all, my partner here, John, and really couldn't have done it without his day-to-day support. So thank you.
Dr. Benjamin A. Flynn.
Wonderful. Hello, guys. I'd like to say thank you to my wonderful and supportive wife-to-be, Anna Lee, our dog, Historia, who wants to say hello and get her credit as well, and my lovely family, my mom and dad and sister, who are all here with their well wishes, and all friends and anyone else who supported me in the Larner College of Medicine community. Thank you.
Dr. Lauren Elizabeth Gaffney.
I just wanted to say thank you to my family, all my friends who've helped me, everyone at Larner College of Medicine who supported me, and congrats to the class of 2020. Thanks, everyone.
Dr. Anthony James Gallegos.
Thank you all. I'm here being hooded by my wife, Brissette, and these are my parents and our daughter, Ellie. I want to thank God. I want to thank my parents for always supporting me, and I want to thank my amazing wife for having the courage to come all the way to Vermont to support me through medical school. And thank you to everybody watching online. Love you all.
Dr. Janal Gandhi.
Thank you so much to all of my family, my amazing friends, and my teachers. Special thanks to my parents. I couldn't have done this without you.
Dr. Cassandra J. Gibbs.
I just want to thank my mom, my brother, and my grandma, and Allie and Pam, and my best friend Eve for all the support that they've given me through this, and my best buddy Jesse, and everyone at UVM who supported us through this journey.
Dr. Eli Aaron Goldberg.
Thank you. It's really special to be hooded by my dad, who is a professor of chemistry at UVM. I want to thank my family who are here with me today, my parents, my mother-in-law, my brother and his partner, and my incredible husband, Nick, and all the family and friends who are watching. Special shout out to Grandmama. We love you very much.
Dr. Dylan Gukin.
Hi, I'm here with my lifetime partner, Brianna Duffy, and I just want to thank really too many people to name them by name, but specifically, obviously, Bree, my mom, my dad, my sisters, Abby and Kate, all of my grandparents, every teacher, every mentor, and every friend I've ever made in my entire life, because I really wouldn't be here without you all. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Dr. Catherine Grenoble.
Congratulations, crew, class of 2020. Thank you to my parents and my husband, Tucker, for being amazing professional role models and a wealth of support. And thank you to all of the faculty and staff at the University of Vermont. It's been a really special 4 years.
Dr. Julia Elizabeth Hannigan.
Dean Page, can you hear us? We were having some technical difficulties before.
We can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead, guys. I just want to say thank you to all of my friends and family who are watching, both near and far, and for all my classmates who are here with me today, who helped hood me, and everyone who I've gone through this journey with for the last few years. Couldn't have done it without your love and support. Thank you. And also Daniel's going to come on because he didn't get his time before.
Totally had a mic issue, but just thank you to my family first and foremost, and all my extended family throughout Texas and Ohio and all around the country. And everyone in this class, thank you so much for all the support.
Thanks, guys.
Dr. Russell David Himmelstein.
I'm right here. So I'm being hooded by my mother, my cousin Ian over here, and my grandmother. I would like to thank my family, especially these three, and Ian for influenced me to pursue a career in medicine. My papa, who is not here with us, all my friends, thank you to everyone. Okay. All right.
Dr. Nicole Ann Jadrinsky.
Hi, everyone.
Now get out of this nonsense.
Yes. Did you see it?
I would like to thank first and foremost my dad, who is my first inspiration, my mom for being my biggest supporter and my very best friend, Dr. Jonathan Rosen and Dr. Ellen Kulaga for being the best mentors and friends during my Connecticut journey, and all of my friends all across the country who are watching right now. I love you all. Thank you.
Now we'll get a picture. Here we go. See, you want to do this thing.
Dr. Hannah Eve Johnson.
Hi, I would like to thank my mom for
Are we muted?
hooding me with her hood from the UVM class of 1988. Go ahead, Mom.
This is the show grandma the phone.
And thanks to Mimi and Anji for tuning in.
Dr. Cyrus Maxim July.
There we go.
There we go, hooded by my mom. Thank you to my family, in particular my mom and dad, and to all my friends watching in New York, Boston, Minnesota. I love you guys all very much and very thankful.
Dr. Gregory Johnson.
President Caramel is in.
Dr. Sarah Natasha Jost Haynes.
I want to thank my family, my husband Abdul, who hooded me, my parents, mom, dad, Zoe, Ronnie. I miss you guys and I love you so much. Thank you for everything you've done.
Oh, all right. That's me. That's me. All right, everybody. Oh, it feels good. What a wild ride it's been. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I'd like to thank my friends, my family, of course, my parents, my brother, my sister, my nephew, Molson. He's actually a dog, but he was in fact named after the beer Molson. So I hope he's watching, and I hope I made him proud. All right, I'm done. So.
Very good. Dean Zala will read the next 20 names. However, we first like to open the mics so everyone can congratulate this latest round of new doctors. Congratulations.
Oh, there we go. Are we going to try this?
Dr. Britta Janet Hilgis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd just like to thank my family, especially my parents, who are endlessly supportive. My grandmother and uncle, who I think are watching in New Jersey, my boyfriend Luke, and all my friends who make my life what it is. Love you all so much.
Dr. Brendan Earl Kinsley.
I'd just like to thank my family, especially my dad, my Burton Hill family, my Uncle Earl and Uncle Doug, my mentor, Dr. Brazanzo, my other mentors and family, New Janice in Colorado, and lastly, and most importantly, my partner, Katie.
Dr. Caleb Knight.
Hey, endless thanks to my family watching. I love you guys. To my dear classmates, my friends in California and Colorado and Idaho and Oregon, and to my strong, wonderful wife, I'm forever indebted.
Dr. Isabella Ann Kratzer.
Yay! Hi, I would like to thank my family and friends, my preceptors out at Hudson Headwaters and in the psychiatry department here, and also UVM for bringing this class together. I feel really lucky to have been able to do this with all of you.
Dr. Florence Lambert Lazar.
Hi, I'd like to thank my mom, Dr. Evelyn Lazar, who's going to hood me today. And special thanks to my family in Montreal. À tout le monde, je vous aime beaucoup. And to the Hennessy's who are watching, and Evan Nathan who are here too.
Dr. Jacob Thomas Lehman.
Hello, everyone. I'd first like to thank my parents, my brother, Justin and Joel, and especially my nieces and nephews, Parker, JC, and CC. Stay no to drugs, stay in school. And most of all, my partner, Emily, who's put up with me for the past couple of years. I said nothing but thanks for the school. And I just want to say thanks in advance to everybody at UVM who's going to take care of me these next couple of years so I stay in Burlington. Thank you.
Dr. Anna Ledowski.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
So I want to obviously thank the other Dr. Ledowski. I've been following in his footsteps. Can't say I'll ever grow a mustache, but thank you so much, Dad, for everything. Thank you, Mom. Thank you to my brother, Ben, and the rest of my family who supported me, my friends, and my classmates. You're all amazing. You're all going to do so great. And of course, the institution UVM, I went here for undergrad and med school, and it's going to be sad to leave, but I've received amazing mentorship. Thank you so much.
Dr. Benjamin Shintai Lin.
So I thank you, Dr. Shapiro, for hooding me. I also want to thank my parents, my brother, and the rest of my family here and abroad, and all the friends that I've made here, as well as all the mentors, Dr. Eldekar and Dr. Flyer, who've really helped along the way, and of course, my girlfriend, Cole.
Dr. Kirsten Elizabeth Martin.
Just wanted to send my love and thanks to all those who've supported me, all my LCOM friends, and my parents and brother, and of course Ethan, who hooded me.
Dr. Isabel Marie Mason.
So, hood myself, but I don't ruin it.
Just wanted to say thank you to everybody at the Larner College of Medicine and my parents and my little four-legged friend who couldn't be here, but I know is really proud of all the work you did. So thank you all.
Dr. Hannah Mathers. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Luke, Kit, and Danielle, Yaya, Nana, my entire Fletcher family, Spree and Ivy, Noodles and Cheeto, Marnie and Lily, for always making me smile. Cheers to the best class.
Sure.
Dr. Elizabeth Van Hoven McLeod. Come here, Abby.
I would like to thank my friends and family, my lovely dogs that are here with me today, and everybody else that has supported me, especially my friends that I know through Jimmy K. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Thank you.
Rebecca Mary Fox.
Hi, I want to thank all of my family, my kiddos and my grandma and my dad and my mom and all my friends and family who supported me throughout this. We're so glad that we made it here. Also, thank you for everyone in OMSE who helped me throughout this whole process. Thank you so much.
And I also Dr. Samuel Logan.
Good. Hi. So, want to thank my dad, first of all, for loaning me his regalia from 1981. It came in the original plastic bag, which is great. Also, the rest of my family, Nikki, all my friends, and everyone who's helped me out at UVM. Thanks, Shadden.
Dr. Scott Craig Mitchell II.
All right. Thank you. I want to thank God for helping me get here. I want to thank my parents who hooded me, my mom and my dad. I want to thank my older brother, Alex, my younger siblings, all my family, those who are here with us and those who have gone on, especially my sister and grandparents. I'd like to also thank Doug Wasick for a beautiful home that a lot of us loves, Colleen Case, and IU for investing in me.
Dr. Nicholas Allen Mooring.
Thank you so much. I'm hooding myself today. I just want to thank my mom, who is absolutely my best friend, my biggest inspiration, Bruce, Mem and Pep, Nana and Bubba, Dad and Alexis, my brother and sister, everyone who has supported me over the past bajillion years, including the Baldwins, Tans, Pavlaks, Mastrianos, the Cormiers, Marnie included, my community in Sabattis, Maine, my Fletcher family, my cat Lily, and all the people at LCOM who supported me through these 4 years. Thank you so much.
Dr. Jennifer Christine Morris.
Just want to thank my dad who just hooded me, my mom, my sister, her husband, all my friends, my classmates. Thank you.
Hey, Jenna.
Dr. Alexis Marielle Nadeau.
Hey everyone. Mom, Dad, my two brothers, my wonderful grandmothers, thank you so much for your love and support. My dear classmates, the taco therapy crew, my mentors in this community, my heart is full and I'm so grateful for you. My regalia did not make it all the way across North America to the west coast of Canada on time. I'll be sure to dance around in it when it arrives, but in the true spirit of pandemic kindness, my new neighbors have saved the day with their craftiness. Introducing my honorable guests, Alex and Audrey. Show.
Very nice.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Dr. Scott Joseph Neary.
I want to thank my family, specifically my parents who both hooded me today, my wonderful husband, Drew, and my classmates, my friends, and my mentors who helped me through everything. Thank you.
Dr. Charles Daniel Nicoli.
Awesome. I have a lot of people that I need to thank, and I can't possibly thank them all. I'm here because a lot of people have supported me, namely my immediate family, including class of 1993, my extended family across the country, and then of course some great people at UVM who have been great mentors to me, taking a chance on me. Again, can't name them all, but just mainly Mary Cushman, Nat Lester Cole, Tim Plant, Maggie Infeld, and Chad Eldekar-Hein, Krista Zala. Again, can't thank you enough for all the effort you put into my time here at Larner College of Medicine. Thank you.
Go Navy!
We're going to go back to Dr. Nathan Thomas Maui Dreyfus.
Hello. Hopefully people can hear me or see me. Yeah, thank you so much to my classmates and friends. Thank you to my colleagues at Essex Rescue, Campbell's Hunt Backcountry Rescue, UVM EM Research. Thank you, Dr. Anderson, Dr. Edelman, Dr. Schlein. Thanks to my amazing partner, Marie. Thanks to my brother, Trev. You'll always be an inspiration. And thanks, Mom and Dad. You're the best parents anybody could hope for. Thanks, everybody.
Dean Page will read our next 20 names. However, first, please join us in congratulating an additional 20 new doctors.
Continuing on, Dr. Tyler Taro Oy.
Okay, go. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I want to thank my family, 37 Fletcher, residents, and friends. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you, UVM. Did it.
Dr. Elizabeth Susan O'Neill.
I want to thank my parents, my mom and dad, for being there for me throughout this whole journey. My amazing husband, Brett, all my friends at UVM, and my whole crew in Charlotte. Love you all.
Dr. Arjun Anit Patel.
Hey everyone, just want to say a big thanks to my family for all the support, my wonderful partner, Alex, all my classmates here at Elcom, and my mentors and teachers along the way, especially Shannon. So thanks so much.
Yeah. Dr. Catherine Patton.
Hi guys. Do you want to hold me? It's okay. It's okay. I'm on the video. Or do you want to do Catherine or?
Michael, you're on a roll. Dr.
Fantastic. I just want to thank my family that I have behind me, all the faculty that's helped me along the way, and all of my friends. I can't thank you all enough. It's great to see everyone.
Dr. Catherine Patton.
I want to thank my friends and family and the faculty, staff and faculty at UVM, friends, family here and across the sea.
Woo! Woo! Dr. Eva Petro.
Amazing.
Nice. Kitty.
I'd like to thank my parents for all your love and support. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you to my fiance, John, for all your support on this journey together. I also want to give a shout out and thanks to everyone watching on live stream. My brother, Brian, brother, Ian, Susie, Alfie, John and Karen, Mary Ann, and Justin. Thanks, guys.
Who's next? Dr. Andrew Pham.
I want to thank my family who's here with me today, my mom, my dad, my sisters. Also a huge thank you to all my family and friends tuning in from far and away. And also thank you to my mentor, Mariah McNamara, and congratulations, class of 2020. I'm super proud of you guys.
Dr. Catherine E. Price.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank my parents, my mom and my dad who just hooded me, all the family who is here to join me virtually and in person today, my wonderful partner, Ollie, and all the wonderful friends and faculty members at UVM who have been great supporters. Thank you.
Dr. Jason Unchan Priyun.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to friends, family, my wife, to God. Thank you so much for supporting me all along the way. I want to say thank you to the wonderful staff and faculty at UVM and also at the branch campus in Connecticut. And I also want to thank the Department of Family Medicine. Thank you all so much for supporting me through this journey. Thank you so much. Congratulations, everyone.
Dr. Allison Reeder.
I want to say thank you to my parents, my mom and dad, my brother, and all my friends and family who supported me these last 4 years. Thank you.
Dr. Kyle Rennie.
Can you hear me? Oh. Thank you so much to my mom, my dad, my brother, my boyfriend, family, and friends. Love you all. Also, class of 2020, as we join the front lines, we're all in this together. We did it. Woo!
Dr. Jasmine Wren Robinson.
So I'd first like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, stepmom, grandparents, and extended family. I'd love to thank my supportive boyfriend, Jesse, and my daughter, Phoebe, for keeping me going. I'd also like to give a special thanks out to Tiffany Delaney and the LCOM faculty, as well as Drs. Tando, Upton, Bonnie, Black, Rosen, Strader, Everett, Cantillo, Conway, Feldman, Wilcox, Zala, Lutz, Kelly, and Menezes. Thank you so much for your support.
Dr. Monica Lucille Jarosky Rogers.
Hey everyone, I'd like to thank my mom and dad who voted me, my partner Adam, my brother Zual Curtis, and our brother Griffin who's not here, as well as all of the friends, mentors, and incredible classmates that were here along the way. I'm excited to see what comes next.
Dr. Michael Anthony Rodriguez.
A big thank you to my big Cuban family, especially the 3 here with me today. Shout out to all my friends near and far, especially my Fletcher family. Congrats 2020, we did it.
Dr. James K. Rower.
A special thank you first and foremost to my wife Lexi, who's provided endless love and support, and to my 2 kiddos here. Thank you to Larner College of Medicine faculty and staff, and the Department of Pediatrics, and my faculty mentor, Dr. Flair. Thank you.
Dr. Melissa Victoria Romero.
Hi, Mom.
My mother sacrificed her own dreams so that I could have the opportunities that I've had. She put books in my hands and ideas in my head and made it clear that I could be whatever I wanted when I grew up. Mom, I know how much this means to you today, and it's just as much your accomplishment as it is mine. We did it. Love you, Mom.
Dr. Gregory Stephen Roy.
Go ahead. Classic. I just want to thank my friends and family, my mom, my dad especially, for everything they've done to help me. My sister's on phone right here. We've got my dog Ripley in the back, and I'm just, Nico's there too. Just thankful for everything that they've done for me and for everyone at the College of Medicine as well. And hopefully, Grandma, you can hear me. I love you all. Thank you.
Dr. Alden York Sacco.
I want to thank everyone at the College of Medicine and my family and friends for your support, your love, and your encouragement. With a special thank you to my grandmother, my mother, my aunt, and of course my husband Woodrow for everything that you all have done for me over the years. I really could not have done this without you all.
Dr. Sean Michael Sanford.
Thank you to my family. Thanks to my wife, Chelsea, who hooded me for putting up with me living states away for the last few years. And thanks for all the amazing friends that I've made over the last 4 years. Good luck, everyone.
J. Dr. Elias J. Michelson Schoen.
I want to thank my wife, Isabel, who just hooded me, my children, Naya, Matthias, and Leo, my parents, my in-laws, and everyone at UVM who's been a great support to me. Thanks.
Dean Zala will read the final 25 names, but first, please join us in congratulating these 20 new
Dr. Nicholas E. Seelig.
Thanks so much for being here for me. Wow, what a ride. There are far too many people who have supported me to thank them all by name, so I'll simply say that I hope I can make the support worthwhile. Thank you for everything.
Dr. Chad Michael Searles.
Thank you. There's a lot of people to thank. First, I want to thank my parents and my family for all their support. Everyone at LCOM, all my mentors in Vermont and Glens Falls, down in South Carolina. You guys have all taught me how to be a doctor, and all my friends and classmates. You guys have been amazing. Thank you all.
Dr. Purvi Shah.
Is this centered?
Yeah.
You did okay. Oh, this is so much harder to do. Okay.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother Rushab, all of my family and friends at LCOM. Thank you so much, ophthalmology department. We did it.
Yeah. Dr. Cole Sarah Morrison Shapiro.
I want to thank my dad, who is a professor of neurology at UVM, my mom, happy birthday, my sister Lauren, and lots of family watching from afar. Also friends and faculty at UVM, especially Shannon and Dr. First, and my boyfriend Ben, who I'm excited to go on this next adventure with. Thanks.
Dr. Zachary Harris Silberman.
I just want to thank my family, my grandpa, who's watching from a nursing home under lockdown in Florida, my mom, my dad, and my new family, most importantly, who hooded me, my incredible husband, Elliot. I couldn't do it without his support. He's currently taking care of the dog right now, talking about support.
Dr. Danielle Elizabeth Smith. Woo!
All right, I just want to thank my family and friends. It's so special to be here with my family and friends. Thank you so much. I couldn't be here without you. Thank you so much to my classmates. I love you guys. Thank you to my soccer teams, and big thank you to Sam. Thank you for supporting me this last year.
Dr. Connor Rorison Soderquist.
Thank you to all of my friends, all of my family, all my mentors and guides. This has been one of the great honors of my life. And to my wife and to our son, Warren, your strength and your love have allowed me to fulfill my dreams. Thank you.
Dr. Matthew Austin Summers.
Hey guys. I just want to thank my friends and family for all your support and for getting me to this point in my life. I want to thank Izzy, who hooded me, and all of my classmates for being there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Dr. Eleanor Lubaske Stedman.
I'm so incredibly grateful for the amazing support of my family through the last 4 years of medical school. I want to remember my mother today. It's the 20th anniversary of her passing. I am so amazed by all the incredible people I've met and my classmates and my friends at the University of Vermont here, and also so grateful for the mentorship that I've received. Thank you all.
Dr. Harris Syed.
Greetings from New Jersey. Just wanted to say thank you so much for the sacrifice and support from my mom and dad. Thank you so much for the love and lessons from my older brother, Daniel, my younger brother, Sean, and my sister-in-law, Ridja. And thank you to my nephew, Noah, for being someone who I will teach and mentor. Congratulations and thank you so much to the class of 2020. Huge shout out to my three-time flag football championship squad, finished with a record of 27-2. And looking forward to seeing everybody in October 2021 and looking forward to my next chapter. Go Hawks.
Woo! Dr. Kinjal Avinash Thakur.
You. I would like to thank God, my loving parents, Mummy and Lala, my brother Akash, my friends, my dear roommate Janelle, my cousins, Neha Bibi, Yuvraj Band number 1 and number 2, who are watching from Miami and New York City. And thank you to all my wonderful mentors at UVM.
Dr. Laura Michelle Thompson Martin.
I'd like to thank my parents who just hooded me, my brother here with us, as well as all the family that's watching from afar. I also want to thank my friends and all the amazing faculty and staff at UVM, especially my wonderful mentors in pediatrics. I couldn't have done it without all your support. Thank you so much.
Dr. Vanessa Lee True.
I want to thank my friends and family in San Diego, LA, and the Bay who are all watching, especially to my parents and sister, and to my boyfriend Dylan, who just hooded me, for all of their unconditional love and support, and to everyone at UVM. Congrats to the class of 2020. We did it.
Woo! Dr. Emily Elise Beta.
Hi. Thank you, Dr. Dean Zala. I want to thank my dad, obviously,
He was supposed to hood me today and he's gonna hood me next week. And it's just really important to me that he's been there for me the whole time. And I said I wasn't gonna cry, and here I am crying. But I want to thank my parents for being always there for me and being so proud of me, but more importantly, saying that I should be proud of myself. And I shouldn't be crying. I'm so happy. But I also want to thank all my friends who you've seen in the background of all these. I'm going to try to show them again because they're the ones that made med school so worth it. And I couldn't be anywhere without them. Especially this one. And also my family and everybody else in the class of 2020. You've made this such an amazing ride, and I'm gonna stop crying as soon as I get off this video, obviously, but I'm just really, really excited to be able to continue our friendships throughout the rest of our lives and be doctors together. It's so awesome to be here. It's been 8 years at UVM, and also thank you, Daniel. But Dad, my hood's here for you next week, so you can.
Dr. Caroline Kellogg Lambert Vines.
I'd like to thank my brother and mom and dad who are watching in Virginia. I'm tearing up too. And my boyfriend Vincent, who just hooded me, and all of the amazing classmates who made this experience like so incredible. I would like to dance out, but I was told not to, so I will just pose.
Dr. Alejandra Vivas Carbo.
Hello.
I want to thank you, everybody who supported me in this process, especially my mom and my husband. They are as deserving of this honor as I am. All my family and friends, my mentors, Dr. Hudziak, Dr. Dickerson, and Dr. Chikowski Kelly. Y a toda mi familia y amigos que están viendo online. Gracias. Thank you.
Dr. Danielle Jacqueline Wall.
Hey everyone. I want to thank my mom and my dad who've been so loving and supportive to me all these years. My grandma who told me it was never too late to become a doctor. All my family and my friends both in Los Angeles and are here, and Liz in Chicago. And last but not least, my amazing husband, and I would not be where I am today without him.
Dr. Patricia Yating Wang.
I want to thank my mom for putting me, my dad who's on self-appointed photo duty, my brother who unfortunately couldn't physically be here with me today, the faculty and classmates at UVM who've made these last 4 years such a wonderful time, and all my family and friends who are celebrating this moment with me from afar.
Dr. Caleb Watkins.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank my fiance, Caitlin, who hooded me, my family, especially my parents, who have been incredibly supportive, my friends, and everyone else who has helped me along the way.
Dr. Andrew Wick.
Crouch down here. Awesome. Hey, everyone. Just want to thank my mom and dad to my right who supported me no matter how late I decided I wanted to be a doctor. My wife, Haley, who has listened to a bunch of medical school conversations, not by her choice, but has supported me along the way. All my friends and family, my mentors have helped me choose my career path, and Banjo and Cooper, my two dogs, have helped along the way. So thank you, everyone. Congratulations, class of 2020. Best class ever.
Dr. Daniel James Dennis Wigmore.
Hey guys, I just wanted to thank my mom and my dad who were just had the honor of putting me. I certainly wouldn't be here without your unconditional love and support. I also wanted to thank my brothers Alex, Chris, and Ben, as well as all my family and friends that are watching, and also my wonderful girlfriend Jess and the little chocolate chip in our life, Pico, for everything that you guys did. Way to go, Outcome 2020. We did it.
Dr. Ethan Elias Witt.
I want to thank my wonderful friend and partner, Kirsten, for hooding me, all of my friends and family for your support, and for those who are here, and all the faculty and staff at UVM for your support along the years, and for making this commencement ceremony happen. And finally, I want to thank all of my classmates from the class of 2020 for being such incredible companions throughout these years.
Dr. Erica Lee Worswick.
All right, thank you to all my family and all my friends, and a big extra special thank you to my mom and my dad and my brother who are watching this on live stream. I love you guys so much.
Dr. Colin Hogan York.
I just want to thank, first of all, my family, mom, dad, David, Sarah, Ellen, Ben, Jane and Angus, for all of your support, all of the friends I've made here and outside of here. And finally, my mentors and patients for all the things I've learned from you and the inspiration that I have going forward. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Yeah. Dr. Pedram Zargari.
You did it! Yay!
Hi, everyone. I want to thank my parents and sister for their unconditional support in this journey, my friends back home in LA and in Burlington for helping me get through the past 4 years, my mentors, Dr. Wilson and Dr. Collins, for their guidance, and as importantly, the wonderful administration at UVM for making it all possible. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Yep.
Congratulations, doctors. We will now unmute your mics again for a big round of applause for our final cohort and all of our graduates.
Congratulations again to all of the class of 2020. Now please join me in welcoming the 27th president of the University of Vermont, Dr. Suresh Garamella, joining us today for his first commencement at UVM, providing his words of encouragement and wisdom, and formally conferring upon you your degree. Thank you for joining us, President Garamella, and welcome.
Thank you, Dean Page. I'm so glad I joined a while back. I just truly enjoyed this ceremony. Seeing all these folks up front was just really special. A couple of the remarks got me a little teary-eyed too. So anyway, this was very real for me. I hope that all of your graduates felt the same. I greatly appreciate being a part of this important occasion and truly wish we could have celebrated in person. Still, I'm grateful for the way that technology has enabled us to come together safely. And this same technology is playing a crucial role in our connections and service to others moving forward. My sincere thanks to you, Dr. Joya Mukherjee, for your words, your work, and the incredible example you provide. To you, Nana, I offer my congratulations on your achievement and my gratitude for your rousing rendition of America the Beautiful. Dr. Sela, thank you for your tireless efforts to ensure a Larner education is second to none. And to you, graduates of the Larner College of Medicine, congratulations on reaching this pivotal moment. It is said that timing is everything. But while the COVID-19 crisis has cast a spotlight on the medical profession and how critical it is, how critical you are to our society, I suspect none of you would have chosen this particular timing. You do not need to tell me You do not need me to tell you of the heartbreaking aspects of this pandemic. But I do want to express my recognition and respect for the paths you've chosen to follow and what you've already accomplished. Your education has been intense, and that is by design. Depending on your chosen fields, some of you will face life or death decisions on a daily basis. Others will be required to draw on emergency training at the most unexpected of times. And some of you will make decisions that, while not urgent in terms of timing, will impact the lives of patients and those who surround them for years to come. None of this is easy. As physicians, you will often encounter people when they're at their most vulnerable. Yet, you will need to balance your natural empathy, the very thing that attracted many of you to the field of medicine, with your scientific training and acumen. Despite the challenges, I'm confident that you are well prepared for this task, and you will do great things with the knowledge and skills you've acquired. I want to especially acknowledge the 49 members of your class who chose to receive their degrees early to help with the COVID-19 crisis. Also, I understand that 14 of you will stay here at UVMMC for your residency. I'm delighted you'll help us fulfill our mission to our home state. And to the other 71 of you heading out to other institutions across the country and in Canada, I'm grateful you will be sharing the knowledge and ethics you learned at UVM beyond our state. You're all graduating from an institution that is mission-driven and entering a profession that is notably mission-driven. The nation and the world have never needed you more. I know you're well prepared for the challenges ahead, so I want to leave you with my sincere thanks and best wishes for your future. UVM is proud to count you as graduates. And now I have that last responsibility. I noticed that many of you were announced as Dr. So-and-so. Well, not quite yet. I get to do that. Let me make the formal announcement. Here's something you're waiting for. Members of the class of 2020, through your successful efforts, as certified by recommendation of your dean, you met the requirements of the Larner College of Medicine and thus deserve to receive this hallmark of the University of Vermont. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Vermont, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Medicine.
Thank you, President Caramella, for those words, and thank you for your leadership. And it really is official now. Doctors, it's time for the recitation of a statement that marks a new physician's entry into the ranks of medicine and serves to remind all physicians of their commitment to the profession. The oath. The oath expresses the wisdom and ideals of centuries of physicians, from Hippocrates to today's graduates. I invite our physician faculty and any other physicians watching us today who wish to renew their pledge to join us, wherever you are. You'll find the oath at the end of the program. Now we're opening up the microphones for this. So I will read the oath sentence by sentence, and we'll pause for you to repeat after me at the end of each phrase.
To the oath, Alexa.
Fulfill to join us to covenant. Who steps in and gladly share. Hello. And science to medicine. I will pursue the expansion of my knowledge throughout my life for the benefit of my patients. I will practice medicine with conscience and dignity. I will respect the privacy of my patients and not judge them. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. Most especially, I will tread with care in matters of life and death. If it be merely within my abilities to help ease suffering at the end of a life, may I face this awesome responsibility with humility and awareness of my own frailty. I vow always to act to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Congratulations to all our graduates, this amazing class of 2020. Doctors, thank you for the contributions you've made to our school and to our community. I have no doubt you will go on to accomplish wonderful things, and I have great excitement and anticipation for what lies ahead for each of you. And though we are apart today, I look forward to that time in the future when you can return for reunion with us and with your classmates, and perhaps Mike, here at this special place where your medical career began. My thanks also to everyone in attendance today and the people here at the college that made this commencement possible. Especially Dean Zala by my side, and the people you can't see in this room who've been working tirelessly in preparation for this day. And what an amazing event it's been, made even more meaningful since all of you shared it with us. And such, I hereby declare these commencement proceedings closed. Congratulations.